Hey, what's going on, guys? Give me a second. Just got to get some H2O and I'll be right on. Give me a sec, guys. All right, what's up, guys? Good evening. Good evening to everybody. What's up, Master Trader 509, Christopher Zazek, Lone Wolf, Kushal Learning, Spaces 1111, B. Adam, Preddy, Bernardo Strawley, Corey the Scalper, Stephen Maltez, or Steve Maltez, rather. Beryllium, Jesse, good to see you again, brother. It's Tony Lanes, 505. I think I got everybody. All right, NQ's moving, man. NQ's moving tonight. Catch it in the wrong direction, and you got to make some decisions. Goldilocks also moving. Goldilocks coming to that 40-20 pivot point. What's it going to do down there? Take a look at Goldilocks. Goldilocks moving, NQ's moving. All right, let's get the house account up and running. All right, Goldilocks. All right, gold's on a descending channel. I took a long here. 40, 32. All right. Take a look at the 5-minute real quick. All right, descending channel as well. And NQ. Yeah, a pretty choppy night. Gold is breaking out of this channel. I'm going to wait for 40-20, potential retest of that pivot point. All right, hold on. I'm getting the. I'm trying to log into the house account here. Whoa, gold coming right to that pivot point. Are they going to continue on down? Gold at that pivot point right now. Goldilocks, Goldilocks. What you doing tonight, Goldilocks? Let's see if they bounce this pivot point. Corey's up 118 bucks from being down 300. I was tonight on my futures. All right, brother. Technically, you made 420 bucks. It's good stuff. All right, gold. Did I just miss the entry on gold on that pivot point touch? Probably. Spaces 1111 got a lucid 25K account with your code last night. Appreciate you, brother. You passed the test for the first time since it started. Wow. That was quick. Oh, man. Already. Let's see. I had entered at 19. That's a 3-point bounce right there. All right. I'm watching Goldilocks. What does Goldilocks want to do here? Congratulations, Spaces 1111. 1 day pass. All right, gold looks like it wants further downside. So let me continue to watch. I just turned this on. I'm going to continue to watch both NQ and gold and decide what I want to do here. House account is now open for trades as well. House account is down 2K from last week. So let's take a look at the house account. 148, so it's down about 2,000 on a 150K account. Still has life, but it's looking for some green. All right, NQ wants further downside, huh? Wow. NQ looking for further downside. Gold also trying to push below this pivot point. Ugh, getting nasty. It's getting nasty. Gold is chopping, NQ's chopping, everything's chopping tonight. All right, gold is flushing that pivot point, huh? How far will you go, Goldilocks? How far will you go? NQ flushing, man. Man, everything's moving tonight. Look at NQ coming down hard. It's a 20.1 minute candle. Green Day Trading, is that a trade you want to take on the house account, or you're just calling out your trade? All right, you want minis or micros, sir? Minis or micros? 2 contracts, short, market, okay. So here's the chat account. And you said you are targeting 800. And your stop loss. Yeah, I can't do 900 on that stop loss. You'd blow the account with 2 minis. That's 70 points, 1400. 60 points, that would be 1200. That'd be $2,400 stop at 900. At 90, 84.90. So I wouldn't be able to do that. That would blow the account. All right, house account currently into green. Got it. Yeah, Green Day. It's not the it's not the best when we're doing this live, unfortunately, or through the stream. So yeah, I could see that we missed this little candle. Wow. Green Day. So your entry is 838. Let me know what you would want your stop. And I understand that you probably made the trade up here, but it's the consequences of streaming. Kobop, what's up? ERP Media, what's going on? ERP Media, Tradesyncer. Tradesyncer works well with market orders. Limit orders, you could have slippage, to your point. All right, house account is currently in a short on NQ 838, targeting 800 with a stop at 850. I was late on that one, unfortunately, with the live stream. You don't get always the best reads, but Green Day Trading did call that short at 870, but we got a quick flush here. So let's see if we can capture that short for what's left. Beryllium Jesse also in a short, targeting 810. All right, I'm watching Goldilocks. So the house account is in a trade. I'm watching Goldilocks for potential long at this pivot point, but it's slowing down. Eddie looking for a long around 4,007. Let's see if we get a flush below that pivot point. PR77, what's up? And Green Day Trading already traded all his accounts to the consistency max. Nicely done. Yeah, I actually passed a couple of accounts tonight, and I'm locking in my straight to funded. I finally traded them again today. Had a solid morning, and I already got some green in the evening, so I'm gonna be trading some evals, some new evals tonight, and build up. Man, this movement is insanity. This volatility is good. All right, NQ looking like it wants to bounce around here, but I don't know what it's holding on to. It's floating in the middle of the air. See if they continue to push down or not. All right, good evening. Good evening to everyone. Jonathan, appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. That looks like a young dude now. Funny what a haircut does, right? Sparta 520 GC retest 4K, looking for a setup. Yeah, I'm looking for a long on Goldilocks. Let's take a look at this. I think we're gonna flush that pivot point, or we are flushing that pivot point. Market tanking tonight. NQ and gold taking some pullbacks. Trying to see where Goldilocks is hunting for, potentially that 4,000 area, and might hop on a long. The only problem is they flush 4,000 tonight. Leo Trades made 1,500 in gold going short. Yeah, I played a long earlier on gold right here with some contracts, so I'm in the green nicely. But I think I'm looking for a long again. I just don't know if I'm watching to see if we flush below the pivot point. We're at the pivot point right now. S1, are we going to flush? Potentially test 4,000? Prior pivot point down here? I don't know. I finally have an agreement with PST. PST, I'm assuming is, who is PST? To pay me payouts after locking my accounts for a trial period. Should be unlocking you tomorrow. Nice. Cobop, shorted gold at 19.2, hoping for it going lower. All right. NQ, still pushing. Let's take a look at the house account. The house account's got a nice trade, thanks to Green Day Trading in a short, currently up $1,000 with a target of 800. Prop shop trade. Yeah, I've been trading prop shop. I actually now have 2 past accounts, or what are they called? Not warrior. What's the just activated them, so I should know. Gladiators, there we go. Ooh, look at that. Look at Green Day Trading with the night. Oh, no way. You got wicked. Green Day Trading, you got wicked at 801. Let me know if you want to call it or hold on. Oh, I had your out at 800.25. Look at that. Missed by a tick. Green Day Trading, you own that trade, so I'll go with your guidance on that one on what you want to do. All right, gold coming down also. I'm waiting for potential test of that Green Day Trading. It will go down even more. Sounds good, buddy. I'll leave it alone. All right. The low of today on Goldilocks is around 4,007. That would be testing today's low. Is that today's low? Or, yeah, Monday. We got a prior pivot point down there, 4,007. So let's see what happens down here. Green Day wants to add one more to NQ. All right, I'll add one more. So now you are in with 3 contracts, 3 minis on gold on NQ short. Gold coming down hard. Gold coming to test that low around 4,007. Will that be the bounce? 4,007 right here. That is today's low. $24,780. Okay, so you want. All right, so let's move your TP down to 24,780, which leaves you with 1. Where do you want to close that runner? Oh, for 1 contract. Got it. Okay, so you want 2. I'm assuming 2 at 800. And then your last one, you want it at 780, I guess is what you're trying to tell me? Right there? Leo trades. I do not to both. All right, house account is in a short at 835 with a tight stop at 850, targeting 800 and 780. Fortunately, we did miss it by a tick here. Otherwise, the house account would have been already in some nice green, but looks like there's further downside. It's just testing moving averages. And let's take a look at gold. Gold is coming down to potentially test today's low right here around 4,007 or that 4,000 area. Gold continuing to come on down hard. Green Day, move that one to 24,760. All right, sir. So you want this further down. 760. There's your setup. Julian, 2781. What's up, brother? Green day trading. What stop loss do you want? You want one at break even, I'm assuming. Is that what you're saying? Oh, I see what you're saying. Add one here. Got it. Gold. I missed the bounce. I missed the bounce on Goldilocks. I had an entry on gold and it took off without me. So I'll be watching on Goldilocks. All right, let's see who else. Eddie P, you want to stop buy on gold too? Huh? Stop buy on gold? I'm not getting that. Eddie P, just tell me your entry, your market or limit order, what entry you want, your take profit, your stop loss, and minis or micros. All right, here we go. MGC. So MGC, two contracts at 4,007 with a TP at 4080. All right. So you're going in at the low of today, 4,007. You're going long with two micros at 4,007. What's your stop? What's your stop? Okay, 4,000. There you go. All right, let's take a look at the NQ trade. NQ. All right, so I'm also watching gold down here at this prior pivot point, testing today's low at 4,007. I'm also watching for a long entry down here on that previous pivot point and that 4,007 area on gold for a long. Let's see. Chat account has that set up already. And chat account taking some heat now. Well, not heat, but not wanting to flush. Now, the only problem with gold is if it does flush, it can continue on down. All right, house account potentially getting stopped out on that trade. NQ with some nasty volatility. Chopping. All right, we're about to get a gold entry now on the house account. Watching for that 4,007 area. I'm watching that area as well, but I'll wait a little bit in case there's a potential flush. Let's go back to NQ. Pretty gold. Yeah, I'm watching gold like a hawk on my charts as well. I'm watching for this 4,007 here. What are they going to do with this prior day or today's low, session low? Are they going to flush it or test it and bounce? All right, house account is in a short on NQ, targeting 800 first TP and second TP at 760. And gold is coming down to 4,000 now. Gold just wicked that 4,007, 4,008, sorry. Just wicked right there. And let's go back to NQ. NQ. Stock scalper income. All right, gold, NQ potentially getting stopped out on the house account. These little wicks need to hold. 840 needs to hold for the short. Gold is chopping in that descending channel. Yeah, gold, I'm waiting to see what happens at 4,007, 4,005 area before I try to hop on along. Other than coming on down hard, I don't know if I'm going to hop on a short this late in the game. So I'm looking for a bounce area, but I'm not going to front run it by any means. And NQ, let's go back to the house account. NQ and some green again. Orthodox. Freddie, waiting to not do another break of structure downside and maybe long. Problem is they flushed that pivot point. Well, they only flushed the pivot point by 5 points. No, 7 points. Gold, yep. So on gold, if they're going to bounce this here, I would still wait for a pullback entry here. If they're going to flush it, then I want to see where they potentially bounce with a retest before I hop on along. So I'm still waiting on gold. Whether it's a long or a short, I want to see a retest first. House account is still alive on that trade. Are they going to flush it, or is this the bounce area? Preet Patel, you think shorts all day for... Freddie, Gold Week CD, the descending channel going down. I agree. But I'm a little late to the party to try to short it. Green Day Trading. Let's take a look at your trade. We are looking at your trade. Yeah, come on already. Let's get that flush. So the house account is waiting for a entry on a long on gold at 4,007. Continuing this descending channel, finding resistance at the 9 and the 20, although they are starting to build some little basing here. Let's see if they flush it down. That's for gold, which is what I'm waiting for. And NQ, making it difficult for the shorts. NQ is making it difficult for the shorts. YT Desk oil is ready for a short scalp. Got it. All right, guys, while we're trying to figure out what NQ and gold wants to do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. We do this every night, Monday through Thursday. 9:45 p.m. Eastern. All right, here we go, NQ. Let's get the house account some green, NQ. Some much needed green. They need to flush the 20 SMA right here. They're struggling. Flush is right below that 20. Forget it. It's downhill. Orthodox Cousins looking for a long on NQ. Come on, flush that 20 SMA and take off flush. So house account is in a short courtesy of Green Day Trading at 835. To be fair, he called out the trade at 870, but here we go. There's the trade. Nicely done, Green Day Trading. Not again by a tick. No. All right, there you go. 2 out, and it's got a runner. Congratulations. Nicely done, Green Day Trading. So let's remove 2 of your. So we have a runner now, targeting 760 with a stop at 850. Nicely done. I think gold found a base, guys. I think gold found support. This was the wick. We didn't get 4,007, and potentially coming back to the top of this channel on gold. All right, let's go back to the house account. Green Day Trading, nice short. Exiting 2 minis and now 1 mini left with a target of 760. Dennis got 212 on that candle. Nice, brother. And the house account has 1 mini left, targeting 760 on that short, courtesy of Green Day Trading. So for anybody tuned in asking, well, what the hell is a chat account or a community account? That's the account that I don't trade. You guys trade that account. The viewers get to trade that account, so you guys can take trades on the community account. It is a 150K eval. Martin Suarez short gold from 40.30. Nice. That's a nice short, brother. That's good hold. Freddie telling us gold bearish cumulative delta volume, but maybe too late waiting for a short candle. Let's take a look at gold over here. So we got this little wick attempting to test 4,007 or today's New York session low, and we wicked right back up. I'm hoping that there's another entry on the long. They may potentially flush it from here. Let's watch. Kellen Kyle lost your eval. Oh man, sorry to hear that. All right, here comes gold with some more downtime. Kellen, it's part of the process. We win some, we lose some. So sorry to hear that you lost the eval there. Green Day change NQ take profit to 764. Green Day trading on his house account trade. Let's move it to 764. There you go. And looks like the gold long took off without us. I was watching 4,007, and now we're back into potentially testing the middle or the top of that descending channel for Goldilocks. And the house account, let's take a look at that NQ trade on the house account. House account has 1 runner left with 1 mini targeting 764 on NQ. Gold, took off without me. Gold, unfortunately, I was waiting for this area, 4,005, 4,007 area, and it looks this is Looks like this is all we got. But I'm sure we'll have a retest. Let's wait for a retest on gold. Christian Friedman, glad to be here. Been in gold since 4028. Wow, that's a nice short. All right, gold is testing now the middle of that descending channel. That's a 10 point, going to be a 10-point bounce now. Yep. So I'm going to wait for a pullback on this. See if we can get a retest to this area and try some longs. Pretty same, waiting for retest. All right, let's go back to the chat account. Chat account is targeting 764, targeting courtesy of Green Day Trading with a nice win on the house account, bringing it back to the green. NQ with a potential another leg to the downside. Oh, gold. Gold taking off, man. Oh, what a bummer. Sometimes you got to front run it, but what a shame on gold. Look at gold taking off on that bounce. Oh. $4,008 was what we got. The house account was ready with 2 micros at 4,007, but it looks like gold has taken off. Bummer. Orthodox Cousins shaking my head. Gold. Yeah, man. I'm looking at it and I'm like, what? Gold keeps going, man. What a bounce. What a bounce. I was looking for a little lower and missed the whole thing. Gotta let that one go. All right, let's go back to NQ. Gold just took off. Wow. $13-point bounce. Julian, have a good night, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, look at gold, man. You can't even watch this anymore. Look at gold. Look at that bounce. Just took off. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And NQ just chopping tonight. No mercy. All right, gold is at the top of this channel. And keeps going. Orthodox cousins, come back. Yeah, what a bounce. What is that? Going to be about 20-point bounce right now on gold? Oh my God, I don't even want to look at it. All right, Goldilocks is at the top of the channel. I may try a short here for a scalp. Let's take a look at gold. Gold is at the top of the channel right now. Potential pullback for a scalp. Scalp for 40.14 potentially if they continue on down. Come on, Goldilocks. All right, I'm just looking for a quick scalp on that short. I'm live streaming. You're on camera, buddy. You want to say hello to the crew?
Why not?
You want to tell them, never mind. You want to bed?
Yeah.
All right, give me a sec. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I got dad duties. All right, how's our chat account doing over here? Martin Suarez, you got that short? Yeah, my son just came in here and distracted me. I should have closed it for 3 points. Now I got to figure out what to do here. Upstate Futures, is this Topstep X? No, this is Tradeify on the house account. David Castaneda, BTC at 90K. Yeah, man, I'm waiting for 50K. Buy some BTC. So gold, I'm entertaining the retest on my short, but it is not playing out. I may have to get out early. should have been a stronger flush on that short. Christian Friedman, are you familiar with CRT? Does not ring a bell. Come on, Goldilocks. Come on down. I'm only asking for 5 points. All right, so this is my Goldilocks short. I'm watching for the test of that 20 SMA. If they can flush for the middle of that channel, I'll take it there for about 5 points. Can I get the 5 points? Give it to me. Come on, come on. All right, you got it there for 500 bucks there. That's top of that channel, targeting the middle of that channel for now. And let's see what Goldilocks wants to do. Nice little 5 points there with 1 mini. I'll take 500 big bucks. Martin Suarez, I appreciate you. Now we're watching for Goldilocks to come down and test this, and depending on what happens here, that will be the long, and that could be a nice long to the upside, but we got to see what happens. The retest of this previous day low, or New York session low, around 4,007, and see if they're going to come down hard or what they're going to do. Look at NQ. All right, let's take a look at NQ. NQ's on the chat account. All right, here we go. Ooh, NQ coming for Green Day Trading's TP. Love it. All right, let's watch NQ. House account trade courtesy of Green Day Trading with some nice green tonight. Targeting 764 on that runner. It already took a profit of 2 minis at 800 and now targeting 764 for that runner. All right, so my gold short for 5 points closed right here for about 500 bucks there. Now we're waiting to see what gold is going to do. Potential retest the bottom of this channel and see what happens. Kobob, I need to start trading gold more often. That was the first trade I took on more than 20 years. Nice. Yeah, gold at night moves. During the day, I trade mainly NQ. At night, gold has nice moves. Especially tonight, it's moving. All right, and NQ. So far, I've taken 2 trades on gold. We had this long here at this support area for a couple points there as well, and 5 points on this little scalp. Now I'm waiting to see the retest down here, 4,008, 4,005, and see if we're going to bounce or potentially flush. But I'm going to hold on. If I take another trade on gold, it's a scalp until we figure out where this thing's going to bounce, if there's a bounce. All right. Let's take a look at the house account. NQ short, targeting 764. Freddie. Yeah. I'm waiting for the retest. I don't know if I want to push my luck yet on Goldilocks longs. But if you look at Goldilocks, right? Let's take a look at what it's doing right now. You got this area right here. So potentially, let's see if they bring it back down or this becomes now our bounce area, support area. Right there. If they flush it, then they're coming back down to test this pivot point, 4,007. Freddie, taking along for gold. All right, brother. Yeah, there's this level right here. If they can't flush it, then potentially there's your retest right there for the long. I'm not taking that one. Ooh, let's go take a look at NQ. Chat account is about to get TP. Green Day Trading, nice trade, man. 2 TPs, 3 minis. And let's be fair with Green Day Trading. He asked to enter up here at 870. I read by the time I read it, we got this flush. So the account wasn't able to enter until 840, but he called that trade. Green Day Trading called this trade all the way at 870. Nicely done, man. Some green, man. So you brought the account back up into the green. Nicely done. All right, going back to Goldilocks. We're watching these levels. It did just flush that 16 area. So next stop is the test of this 4,005, 4,010 area down here. And then we got to figure out what it wants to do. Are they going to flush or just a retest for the final bounce? That's a hell of a trade there, Green Day. Nicely done. Green Day, if you don't mind, just typing in the chat, so viewers, let's put your trade on view. What your strategy or what your thinking was for that trade, your targets. That way, it helps the viewers, the community, see and absorb other strategies here. And looks like you nailed that bounce right there, right at these levels. Little sniper action there, Green Day Trading, huh? Right here. So basically, you went right for these lows. PR77 got 1100 with the micros on that MNQ, but it was in and out 3 times with multiple exits. Nice, PR. PR, another guy who likes his multiple exits. Green Day Trader, ICT, Market Makers Sells Model. Good. We needed an ICT trader in this community, so good to see ICT strategies in play. All right, I'm still watching Goldilocks, and Goldilocks is taking its time. Green Day Trading, you trade advanced ITC systems. Nice, man. Well, I think the community just got a nice view on a nice trade there with 2 TPs, 3 minis, $2,700 trade right there live thanks to Green Day Trading. Nicely done. All right, I'm still watching Goldilocks. I'm looking for a long, but I may scalp for another. I scalped this one for 5 points. Now I'm looking for a longer play, but I'm not going to entertain it until we get down here. Patrick, you guys based in Asia? I don't know who you're. So I'm in Arizona. I live stream from Arizona. But we got a lot of people from different areas tuned in. PR77 was selling from your blue precision algo from 940. Nice. All right, gold continue to push, still playing that descending channel. In hindsight, it's been playing this channel all day, right? Boom, flush, boom, flush, boom, flush. I played my short to the middle of the channel, but it looks like it's going to have a full channel-to-channel play. Now, if I take a look at NQ, somebody asked about a long. One thing that I'm avoiding doing is counter trend trading during Asia. The trend on NQ is to the downside, right? This regression channel clearly telling us NQ coming down. So until trend changes, I'm not looking for longs. If I was trading NQ, I'm not trading NQ tonight. I'm trading gold, although NQ is moving. Same thing with gold. Ooh, in hindsight, could have held to the bottom of that channel. PR77 using Eric's language. Love it. Sensei Sonzai, Alabama is tuned in. All right, let's do a roll call. Now that you mentioned Alabama, let's get this chat going. Where is everyone tuned in from? Let's start with the U.S. In the chat, tell us what state you're in. Ready, set, go. California, I'm in Arizona. Alabama in the house. Orlando, Florida in the house. Alhambra, Texas. North Carolina, Florida, Michigan, Colorado, Dallas, Texas. Scott Harper, welcome to the stream. The Wiz One, welcome to the stream. Central Europe, Utah, Virginia, Cali, Massachusetts, upstate New York, Seattle, Washington, Massachusetts, Idaho, Florida, Texas. Eric Madsen, welcome to the stream. Anthony, welcome to the stream. Canada in the house. We got a couple Canadians. PR77 also from Canada. DBT77, thank you for subscribing. Super Earthman, Dark Side of the Moon. Miami, Sydney, Australia. 2Lux7, thank you for subscribing. Ta6FX, thanks for subscribing. Edmonton, Mr. PR77 as usual. Jonathan from California. Tony, New Mexico, Rhode Island, Oregon. Kelly Kaufman from Oregon. All right, Ontario, Old Mexico. All right, guys. Got a little bit of everything. All right, Goldilocks coming down hard. All right, coming down to this area we've all been talking about. So I took the short at the top of that channel. I only targeted the middle of that channel, but it looks like it's coming all the way down. Let's see what happens here. 4,007, previous day low right around here. Pivot point. What's Goldilocks going to do? Are they going to flush? Or are they going to, is that going to be the bounce area? You got a pivot point, the blue line, previous pivot point down there as well. Let's see. I agree with Green Day Trading. If you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. NQ, let's take a look at the house account. NQ, playing that descending channel to the T, right? You guys see the top of that channel, the bottom of that channel, just up and down, but coming down. Freddie, you want to take a long on NQ? You want to take that long on the house account? Is that what you're telling me, Freddie? Okay, I'll wait for you. So far, the house account's in the green. The house account is the account that I do not trade. You guys, the viewers, get to trade the house account. That house account is up $2,700 tonight, thanks to Green Day Trading. I've been trading gold. I'm up $1,900 on my account with a long at this support area and a short at the top of that channel, and up about $1,900 for the night. Let's see if we get another setup. We're watching for this area, 4,007. MRC Trades, welcome to the stream. OIF Productions 12, welcome to the stream. Steve Official, if we pass 765, we are going to 740. All right, gold coming down. Let's see. All right, gold testing the current overnight session low at 4,008. We also have the New York session low right down here at 4,007. See what happens. Freddie does not want NQ just flushed. Man. All right, let's take a look at NQ on my charts. What the hell is NQ doing? I'm not trading NQ tonight. Only because during Asia, I like gold. Easy points. Let's take a look at NQ though. All right, NQ. Playing the descending channel as well. It's in a tighter descending channel. See the middle of this channel. That's your top, that's your bottom, that's your resistance. Boom, 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 boom. Continuing on down. But I'm not messing with NQ for the night. I'm going to continue on Goldilocks. All right, so the house account, by the way, guys, is open to you guys. I don't trade the house account. The house account is traded by the viewers. You guys can take your trades on that one. You can trade any instrument. You can trade NQ, ES, gold, micros, minis, whatever you want. All I need to know is your entry, a limit order or a market order, your stop, and your TP. Freddie, let me know if you want to go in long now, market order in, what you want to do. Market long. Okay, so Freddie is putting in a long on NQ. Here we go. You're going for a 50-point stop. 50-point stop? No, one long NQ 30-point stop. So that would be 720. And you're going for a 50-point TP at 810. All right, there's the house account trade in a long. You're capturing it right at the bottom of that descending channel. Let's see my charts real quick on NQ. So NQ, as long as it respects the channel and bounces in this area, you got a prior pivot point there as well on NQ, similar to what gold was doing. But let's see. So house account now is in a trade on NQ at 760, targeting 808. And a stop at 720. Actually, no, you said 30 points, so it should be 730. I think that's the setup. $30-point stop loss, so 760. There you go, right there. And 60 plus 50, 10. There you go. There's your setup. All right, I'm going to continue to watch Goldilocks on my account. Let's see, gold. All right, so the house account, the account that you guys are seeing on screen now, is traded by you guys, the community, the viewers. I don't take trades on the house account. The house account is currently up about $2,600. Now it's in a trade on NQ, targeting 809 at 810 area, with a stop at 730. See how that trade goes. On my accounts, I'm up about $1,900. I'm watching gold. We just tested this area. Current Asia session low plus the New York session low down here. We had a prior pivot point. So is gold hunting for 4,000 tonight or sub 4,000 tonight? I'll wait. I'm not going to front run it. If I do trade it, I'll take scalps like I have so far until we get some confirmation here. All right, back to the house account. And let me take a look at NQ on my charts. What is NQ doing? So for the house trade, let's take a look at NQ and what's going on. We are in a descending pattern. In other words, it is bearish. So far, they have not been able to reclaim the top of this channel at all. They only get to the middle of the channel and then bring it right back down. Um, the new pivot point is or the prior pivot point is right down here at 716, 720 area. They're flushing that. So they are breaking completely out of that channel. Let's take a look at the 5-minute on NQ. All right, 5-minute looks a little better. The bottom of that channel is 710 though. So the house account would get stopped out. And they've been playing that channel as well, pretty much to the T. Let's take a look at the chat account. Looks like it will get stopped out. All right, chat account stopped out there for a little paper cut. And like I said, like we just watched on the 5-minute, there's a little further downside potential on NQ before any potential bounce. We're looking at this 700 area. NQ loves whole numbers, so 700 is the next area to watch for. Just some French took a short on NQ and got 600 bucks. Nicely done, man. House account did catch a little paper cut there, but risk well managed. All right, NQ coming down hard. All right, is this the bounce area now? Or further downside for NQ? No buyers in sight, man. Wow. That's a crazy flush. It's already down 200 points during the Asia session, right? I'm reading this right? 956. Wow, 200 points during Asia. NQ moving. Deacon, someone poked the bear. Wow, look at that. It's coming down. Did we get any news on NQ today, or? So we'll see what happens at 700. NQ loves those whole numbers. That's the bottom of the range on the 5-minute down here at 700. About an hour ago, we were talking about 810. Now we're down at 710. Wow. Alejandro Diaz, Bitcoin still dumping. Really? Let me take a look. Bitcoin at 90,170. Wow. All right, guys, while we see where NQ is going to stop, smash that. Do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe button. I do this every night, Monday through Thursday, 9:45 p.m. and NQ just keeps going. Jeez. Gold about to continue on down as well. Gold coming down to the bottom of that channel. What's it gonna do? Kite's kick kept trying to counter trade. Oh, did we just get filled on gold? Oh yeah, the house account just got filled on gold. That's right. So the house account had a gold trade. I forgot who put this trade in with micros. I think it was Eddie. Eddie put in a trade at 4,007. So let's see. And a stop at 4,000. I'm actually going to watch this trade on the house account. Whether I want to hop on a long down here or soon. So I want to see the reaction here at 4,007. The house account is now in a trade. I believe this is Eddie's trade. And Eddie, are you still here? What is your target? I don't think I have your target, Eddie. I have your stop. Green Day, you got to let me know. Micros, minis, market, what you're doing. All right, Green Day trading once along with a stop at 640. Very risky one, but tight stop. Actually, I think that was a that was your stop, so I'm gonna have to close it. Hold on. Can't bounce. Will NQ bounce there? All right. The house account trade should be stopped out at this point. I accidentally added to it. So I'm going to ride this if it actually bounces. If not, I'll close. But the house account should have been stopped already. I accidentally added to it. And if it flushes right there, I got to close it. Closing it. All right. NQ coming down hard. NQ is cooked. Wow. What the hell just happened on NQ? Now I think I want to take an NQ FOMO trade over here on my account. NQ coming down hard. Let's take a look at this right here. NQ not bouncing. NQ trying to bounce. Wow, what happened to NQ? Anybody want to tell me what happened to NQ? Some volatility tonight, all right. All right, NQ trying to bounce. NQ trying to bounce. Will it bounce though is the question. That was a brutal flush. Christian Friedman, congratulations. Just withdrew 5K from Topstep. Nicely done. NQ just crashing tonight. Wow. All right, I think that's my cue to lock in my profit and run for the hills. Green Day Trading. Good night, buddy. And Q wet the bed. If they can get above the moving averages, we're good. If they can get above the 9 and test the 20, could be a little bounce there, but I wouldn't hold your struggling at that 9. There they go. Can they bounce it? Struggling at the 9 EMA. Dead cap bounce, or are they going to push up? And they bounce it. Rejected at the 9 EMA. They need to push if they're going to bounce this. Otherwise, this is going downtown. Jonathan, so freaking interesting to watch. Yeah, I'm staying out. I'm locking in my profit. Buy stop on GC Mini 1Con 4022. Christian, I need to know your stop and your TP. All right, NQ trying to bounce. Trying to bounce. Getting stuck at the 9 EMA. They need to push. Gold is bouncing. NQ trying to bounce. Trying to recover some of the loss on the house account here with a long on NQ. But I'm going to clip it right there if they can't. The 20 SMA is providing that resistance. So I don't want to lose the entire profit. That 20 SMA is coming down hard, so it's providing resistance to it. Come on. Couldn't do it. All right, recovered a little bit of the loss on the house account there. I normally don't take trades. on the house account, but since the house account took some heavy damage there, I just brought it back into the green, but that'll be the last time I take trades on the house account. All right, house account trades. What do we got here? Christian Friedman, GC, 1Con Mini. All right, let's go to GC on the house account then. GC, all right. GC, 1 Kim, buy, stop. You guys got to tell me long or short. Okay, buy, 40.22. So you're waiting for this to go long up here? Whoa. $40.22. Stop loss 40.10. TP 40.44. So let's put in your TP for now. Let's go back to NQ. NQ did come to that 20 SMA. And let's see if it rejects and comes back down. But like I said, I normally don't take trades on the house account. I don't want to get in the habit of doing that. I just figured it took some red today. Let's recover a little bit. And we got it back to the green. So all right, so there is a gold long, courtesy of Christian Friedman, waiting for an entry at 40.22, right? 40.22 long, with a target at 40.44 and a stop at 40.10. All right, so the house account did take some red today on that NQ trade. I took the long here to try to recover with 2 minis and got some green for the house account. But normally I don't trade it and I don't want to get in the habit of trading it. But I saw the opportunity on that long and scalped it. All right, back to gold. All right, let me take a look at gold on my charts. I think I missed the entry as we were watching NQ flush. All right, gold came to the bottom of that channel and bounced right back up, right at that pivot point, 4,000 area. It did flush down to 4,002. So still playing this descending channel. But we've identified this descending channel for some time. I've taken 2 trades on that channel. One up here and one down here for a short. So, oh, wait a minute. I'm not even showing that. Hold on. Here we go. Gold. Here we go. Gold's been playing this descending channel, right? We've been talking about this descending channel for some time. Flush down, flush up, flush down, push up, flush down, push up. But it's been playing that channel to the T. I've taken 2 trades now on gold. I'm not pushing my luck. I'm waiting for a breakout of this channel. We're just not breaking out of the channel. But if you look at it, it's been doing that all night. Selling algo in play. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Tempted to short here, but I've already played that channel 2 times. I'm not messing with it now. Not Tuizon in AZ as well. Good. Got a couple of viewers from Arizona. Arizona finally good weather. Our lows are like 60 now, and our highs are like 85, 90. Kushal, let me take a trade on my account and all channels will break. Phoenix, all right. I'm in Chandler, Arizona. So shout out to everybody out here in Arizona, Phoenix, West Valley, all that good stuff. Chandler, D. Baldwin, you're in Chandler as well? Yep, I'm in Chandler too. Kushal, I'll go short and go, and we'll go to Avondale. Nice. Well, yeah, good evening from Chandler, Arizona. All right, everyone. While we continue to watch this madness, everything is moving tonight. Gold, NQ. Do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. We do this every night, Monday through Thursday, 9:45 p.m. The launch, what is it? The Unclaimed Media King. Have you been spotted by a fan in person yet? No, I'm a little guy on YouTube. Surprise. All right, you're in Surprise, Arizona. Yeah, I know we got a couple people in Scottsdale. Um, so, all right. Kelly Kaufman grew up in Scottsdale. Yeah, I was actually I was in Sedona over the weekend. And yesterday I was in Old Town with some buddies that are in town. Nothing like Old Town, man. I gotta tell you, I love Old Town. Downtown Chandler, downtown Gilbert is fun, but Old Town just can't go wrong. But yeah, I'm happy to see that we got a lot of, or a few of you guys are in Arizona as well. Good stuff. All right, who was it? Kushal. Look at that channel, man. You sometimes have to just have the cojones to take the trade. Another look at these levels that I drew out earlier. Another little short right here at this level, right down to this level for easy scalps. But I'm locking in my profit. I'm not pushing it tonight. Gilbert Goons, yeah, man, that was a tragic situation with the Gilbert Goons, but yeah. Kushal, yeah, me neither, buddy. And it's funny how these algos, when you identify these selling algos or buying algos, in this case it's a descending channel, man, do they play it to the T. All right, let's take a look at NQ. What did it end up doing? I took a long on NQ to try to salvage some of the loss, and it's continuing on up. Looks like that was the bounce, so maybe wait for a retest. But the house account was in some worse red. At least now it's back in the green. Hopefully that's the last time I take a trade on the house account. I like to keep it to you guys, the viewers, taking trades on the house account without me touching it, but it was a juicy little long there and I took it. Freddie, gold long. Looks like that's our retest, right? This is a retest we've been talking about all night, right there. The problem is we're still in that damn descending channel. Ugh. Can't long against the trend. Kushal, they're watching us. Freddie, you're going long, but still this algo, yeah, it's I'm done. I've decided I'm locking in the profit. What do I have? 1900. I'm locking it. No more trades. That's 3 trades plus the house account trade. I don't want to push my luck. Kushal, need 5 points on gold and I'll pass an account, but not taking any chance. Yeah, just take it easy, buddy. Eddie, we did get 4,007, but something happened here and it closed. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, I think we got some nasty red on NQ and I hit close all and it did close the gold trade, Eddie, unfortunately. Healthier health. How did you do today with the New York market? I had a banger trade today on my New York session. at two trades on NQ. One for 35 points and one for 75 points this morning. Let me see if I can find that account. NQ was probably one of my best trades in a while this morning. Let's see if we can find that trade. Where's NQ? Here we go. Two shorts. This was pre-market, 6:30 a.m. This was a descending channel that was playing out during the pre-market. 58 down to 29, so about 30 points on this trade. And then this was the banger trade following that momentum right there. 147 down to 72. So that was a 70-point trade on minis with NQ. So I had a good day in the morning. Those were the two trades. I think I tried another short afterwards and I didn't like it. Where was it? Right there. I didn't like that one, so I just got out and closed it all up. All right, let's take a look at the house account. House account, yeah, we accidentally closed. Not Tuizan. Do you trade New York session live as well? Yeah, I trade every morning, New York, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. Peter Chan being nice with me today. Yeah, it was good to finally catch some nice trades on NQ in the morning, so I'll take it. Opportunity awaits. JC, can you provide the channel indicator you are using? Sure. So this is called a regression channel on Quantower. So if you take a look at my Quantower regression channel, I'm not sure. I do pay for the advanced version or the full version of Quantower. This channel is getting tighter and tighter. When the channel gets tightening up, that's where the break happens. But anyways, it's a regression channel on Quantower. Martin Suarez, can I take a trade on house account? Yes, sir. Freddie is in a long. Kobob, I blew 3 accounts this morning. I had to leave at 7:30 and didn't notice I had a short in. Oh, that hurts when you realize you didn't have a... When you realize you're in a position. That's the worst. Sorry to hear that, brother. All right, so as far as house account trades, have I missed anybody on a house account trade besides Eddie, which I accidentally closed? But Eddie, you're welcome to re-enter. The problem was that the house account got some nasty red on an NQ trade, so I had to close everything, and apparently it closed your trade as well, so my apologies. So I have opportunity awaits that wants to take a trade on NQ when he's ready. Anybody else? Did I miss anybody else on house account trade? All right, so it looks like I haven't. All right, let's go back to my charts here. This is NQ playing that channel. And GC. GC is still playing in this descending channel as well. So I've taken 2 trades on GC. A long, I think this one was for 5 points as well. And then this one you guys saw a couple minutes ago for 5 points. Top of the channel, targeting the middle. The reason I closed at the middle, I was expecting this. In other words, a test of the middle of the channel, then a push up. and the plan was to short it again, but this time gold decided to do a top of the channel to the bottom of the channel. It happens. Usually my trades on channels are either top to be safe right at the middle, or if I'm seeing momentum, I'll stay and ride it to the bottom of the channel. Today it happened to go right down. Opportunity awaits, no trade for you. All right, brother. No worries. Freddie, yeah, let me know when you want to hop on that gold long. Let's take a look at the house account. And again, guys, I don't take trades on the house account. Actually, the house account is in a waiting for a trade entry at 40.22. Martin Suarez, the gold trade that you guys saw earlier was the top of that channel. Again, I was waiting for this pattern, so I was basically shorted the top, closed at the middle of the channel. I was waiting for a push up to short again at the 200 SMA, but that pattern didn't play out here, so I shorted the top of that channel right at the middle. I was expecting to push up to the 200 SMA to short it again. Unfortunately, we're just not. What happened was the channel to top of the channel to the bottom of the channel planed out. Now, this is a regression channel. This is not a channel that I draw. This is an automatic regression channel that is based on price action. So it's fairly accurate in telling you what price is doing. So we are bearish, right? Pretty tough right now to enter along until we see a breakout of that channel. NQ, do 1 mini gold 4009. All right, so Freddie wants to take a gold. Ooh, I think I missed you, Freddie. You want me to mark it in? All right, let's see if we get your 4009. Otherwise, I'll mark it in. I'll give you... Oh, you're going to get your market order in at 4009. I mean, your limit order in. All right. Ah! There you go. You're in with 1 mini. 4009. What's your stop, Preddy? Bob Smith, yes. Every morning, 9:15 a.m. Eastern, I start live streaming. So I'll be on tomorrow morning, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. 4 points below. So you're in at 4009. You will be out at 4004. All right, house account is in a long 4009, courtesy of Preddy. And what's your stop? What's your TP, Preddy? So house account is in a gold, courtesy of Preddy at 4009 with a stop at 4004. And what is your TP? 4015. All right. So house account going for 6 points on that trade. Martin Suarez, funny because you shorted from a fair value gap. Yes. So actually 4020. Let me take a look at gold real quick. So to be fair with what you just said, Martin, I do. Let's take a look at Although I don't trade ICT, I do watch fair value gaps, and I believe this is what you're talking about, Martin. If you take this is my trading view, my 5 minute, 15, and 30. And yes, there is the fair value gap that you're talking about. So I do watch those as well. Again, I'm not an ICT trader. All right, Preddy, look at you, brother, catching that long sniper in it. Let's take a look at the house account. Goldilocks. Goldilocks playing dirty. So here's the problem with Goldilocks. Here's the problem. Here's what I'm looking at with Goldilocks. Top of the channel. So far we have it. We've tried to break out, look above and fail, look above and fail, look above and fail. Is this finally the breakout out of that descending channel? So far, gold is in a descending pattern in a nasty chop, but it's playing the channel up and down, up and down, up and down. 1, 2, 3 look above and fails out of that channel. In other words, breakouts denied. Will this be the breakout or right back down for further downside? All right, let's go back to the house account. Let's take a look at that trade, see how it plays out. Moravsky, you know, I have nothing negative to say about ICT. It's honestly, I haven't taken the time to learn ICT. So I think eventually I will take the time to understand the concepts a little more. I know a few concepts from ICT, but I don't trade ICT. Again, not because I don't like it or I don't believe in it. I just haven't had the time, or hasn't been something that I've taken the time to learn. Let's put it that way. But open to it. And I've said on this stream that, you know, we have guests. Jesse James has guested on this stream. Shark Trends has guested. If you guys are interested in hopping on the stream as a guest, whether it's just audio or you want to do audio and video, the idea is to give the community different trading styles, different strategies. So if you guys are open to it and want to hop on the stream and talk about your ICT strategy and how you trade futures, you know, let me know. Send me a note, send me an email, send me a Discord message, and, you know, we'll schedule some time to have you on as a guest. It's very easy if you can chat on Discord, or if you can chat on a Zoom call or a meetings call or a GoToMeetings, whatever you call it, Google Meetings. It's as easy as setting it up that way, and you can hop on the stream with me. So the goal has always been to provide the community different types of trading styles, different strategies. That's why with the house account, I think the house account gives viewers different ideas, different thinking in terms of strategies, which makes it, in my opinion, a little more interesting. Moravsky, you can sing as long as you're singing about strategy. How about that? If you wanna sing about your strategy, I got no problem. All right, house account currently in a long 4009. I'm watching the breakout of this channel. Finally, we've had 1, 2, 3 look above and fails. Is this finally the breakout for the push, or, sorry guys, right back down? All right, let's take a look at NQ. What is nasty Nasdaq? Ooh, NQ just bounced. Whatever that was, it looks like a V recovery there. I'm leaving that alone. I already took a long for the house account there to recover the loss. But again, I try not to trade the house account, and I promise I won't do it again. But there was a easy long there, and brought it back into the green. All right, let's go Goldilocks. Goldilocks in the green right now. Martin Suarez waiting for NQ. All right, guys, while we watch, again, I think I'm pretty much calling it for my trades, but we'll watch the house account. Do me a favor, if you're enjoying the content, smash that like, smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you guys get notified. I have 2 streams. Asia session every night, Monday through Thursday, 9:45 p.m. Eastern. And I also do New York, the New York session, 9:15 a.m. Eastern every morning, Monday through Friday. All right, NQ just took off, huh? What a bounce. And a nice ascending channel right there. Boom. Top of that channel, bottom of that channel, every pullback being bought up and just pushing. 150-point bounce already. Wow. And gold just doesn't want to bounce yet. NQ gone. Should have held. I agree. Kushal, channel going to break? Pretty strong channel. We'll see. NQ just ripped. That's why I don't even want to get tempted by NQ right now. That just took off without everyone. All right, Kushal, I think you're right. I think Goldilocks wants to pump out. Here's why. If we take a look at Goldilocks, where's looking to break out. This is a 1 minute, but I just took a look at the 5 minute. Look where we are on the 5 minute. So on the 5 minute, if you look at Preddy's TP 4015, right at the middle of that channel. So potential quick push up on the 5 minute to go for that 4015 on Preddy's level, which is this prior support resistance area on smaller time frames right there. So Kushal, I think you're right, and I think Preddy's going to get a nice little trade there for the house account. 6 points on that trade. Nicely done. All right. Let's take a look at that chat account. Where is it? Chat account is in that trade. Targeting 4015 on gold, and that's looking good. Kushal, gold is down 1.6 already. Oh, I didn't take a look at that. All right, Martin Suarez with a gold with an NQ. All right, hold on. Let's go. Let's take a look at NQ. Martin Suarez, 24,696. Please short NQ. How many minis or how many micros? Don't tell me that. 24,696. You're looking to short. In other words, if it breaks support at the 20 SMA, you're looking for that flush all the way down. All right, let's do 1 mini. How about that? 24,696. That's your short entry. $24,696, and you're going for stop loss at 737. Wait, what? Martin, your stop loss would not be 737. That would be your TP. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're going short. What's your TP on that play? All right, so Martin Suarez putting a short on NQ for 696. If we get there, which we might, as long as they break out of this channel, right? We have an ascending channel on NQ now. This is the bottom. It's testing the bottom of that channel, which is the 20 SMA. So 1-to-1, 690. Oh, you're making me do the math here, Martin. You're killing me, brother. All right, so if you're doing 1-to-1, where's my calculator? Here we go. 41 points. So 696, 655. All right, you're in that short and you're going for 655. And your stop, we said, was 737. So Martin with a 1-to-1 trade, 695 targeting 656 for a full reversal on that, potentially, and a stop at 737. And again, if you're just tuned in, the house account trades are taken by you guys, the viewers. It's the only account that I don't trade. I did take a trade on it today to recover some of the losses on it, but in general, I don't trade the house account. So Martin playing the break to the downside with a stop right above this high. Oh, Kushal, look at this. Kushal. Telling us that bot is selling 12 and buying 9 over and over again. Yep. I think unless the bulls push out of this channel, you guys have seen that over and over again. It's only a matter of time before they flush it. Bulls need to pump out quickly and stay above or stay outside of the channel. The only problem is they've done it 3 times in the last 2 hours, and every single one of them was a look above and fail. The 5-minute has us at the bottom of the channel. This is obviously the 1 minute. So if they can pump out and continue the 5-minute, right? The 5-minute, I believe we're at the bottom of that channel. Right. So on the 5-minute, we're right around here. They need to push out. All right, let's go back to the chat account, courtesy of Martin Suarez on a short. Playing the break of that 20 SMA with a tight stop right. In other words, breaking the structure to the upside. As long as they can't establish above the 9 and the 20, that short could play out. Could. All right, let's take a look at gold. Gold, all right, Pretty, let's go. Here's the breakout. Finally, the breakout out of that channel. And they hold it. Spaces 1111. Have a good night, brother. All right, Mike. We do not judge any of the trades taken on the chat account. Enjoy the VIP room, brother. All right, Goldilocks pushing. How's NQ doing? NQ looks like it's going to stop out the account, that trade, but good risk management, not taking losses above the breakout area. If they are going to break out above that, let's take a look at gold. Gold, be naughty. The Uncle Me, the unclaimed king. Remind me to never visit the VIP room. Hey, we got the VIP room pretty nicely set up. The only problem is you never come out of that VIP room. Oh, man. Oh, we got stopped out where? On NQ? Yep, NQ. All right, so stopped out on the NQ trade. No worries. That's what the house account is for you guys to take trades, test some of your strategies, but unlucky on that one. Looks like NQ going to the moon. All right, let's go back to GC. Martin, nothing to be sorry, brother. That's trading. You win some, you lose some. And the goal is to, make sure you guys take the trades. Don't worry about losing or taking a losing trade. Of course, we're going to celebrate the winning trades, but don't worry if it's a losing trade. That's why it's a house account. Opportunity awaits. All right, brother. See you in the morning. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow morning, Monday through Friday, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. Kushal, take a look at this, man. It's just that channel that does not want to go away. Look at this. Look at that channel. Oh. I like beryllium, Jesse. Break even on gold. All right, so I'm closing your trade right now. All right, break even on gold. The house account is closing that trade based on that rejection there. We're going to close this. We're going to close that. And we're going to close that. So break even trade on the house account. And the channel, unfortunately, playing out 4. Look above and fails. 1, 2, 3, 4. And right back down. Freddie, hey, brother, it happens. I appreciate all of you guys, by the way. Win, lose, or draw. I appreciate you guys all taking trades on the house account. I want it to be no judgment, wins, losses. That's the whole point. It's trading. You're going to have winning trades. You're going to have losing trades. I don't care. And if I don't care, nobody should care. All right? That's the whole point of having a house account, is an account that can be traded by you guys, the viewers, different styles, different strategies, and some will work, some won't. But no pressure. And like I said, anybody can take it. Peter Chan. Oh, that's right. Talking about Landman, season 2 started yesterday. I watched the first episode of season 2 Landman last night. Billy Bob, man, he's no joke. I got to get my Billy Bob dose. So I think it's next Sunday they roll out episode 2, season 2. But I did watch season 2, episode 1 last night. It's a good show. Looks like it's going to be a great season again. Jonathan, the house account losses come out of your pocket? Correct. I buy the accounts on the house account, and that is open for you guys to take trades on. The goal is once the accounts do make it into profit or a payout, those who traded the account get the profits or divvy up the profits. But for now, we've had, 2 blown accounts on the house account. It's not easy. Trading's not easy, guys. So house account will continue. Goliath, Beryllium Jesse. Yeah, I haven't seen Goliath, but Landman looks like season 2 is looking good. Kushal, what are we gonna do with this channel, brother? I don't know what to do here. Can't take another short at the top of this channel. It can't be that easy, or can it? Eventually, they're gonna pop out. They've done it They've tried 1, 2, 3 times. How long can that channel hold at support? Look at this support area. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. Unable to flush 4007. That's today's low right there at 4007. They have not been able to push below that. As long as we don't go below previous day low or today's New York session low, this is building support. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 attempts. They got to push out of this, right? They have to, right? Kushal, I've got an idea. Delete the channel. Danrick, you got to let me know minis or micros or what you're doing. Minis or micros and how many? All right, guys. While we continue to watch the madness tonight, do me a favor. Smash that like. Smash that subscribe. M3, minis or micros? Technically, either one can still apply. Micros. Okay, here we go. MNQ. You want a long NQ at 746 with 3 micros. All right, so let's hop on the chat account. 3 micros, 746. All right, so house account taking a trade at 746, courtesy of Danrick. $746, stop loss 707. There we go. And once we get filled, all right, so now the house account is in a long with 3 micros at 746. And you are targeting 863. I'll probably close the stream by then. But depending on when I close the stream, we'll close that trade, assuming you don't get stopped out. Good risk to reward on that. All right, so house account taking a little beating today, but that's the point. You guys, the viewers, can take the trades on the house account. And on my side, I've only been trading gold tonight with my account. And another gold trying to finally get out of this channel. Still in a descending pattern for gold. That's why I can't hop on long yet. Kushal, it's coming down again. And yeah, well, it's kind of frozen. It's kind of playing this little area here, undecided if it's going to push up or right back down. Getting tight. All right, looks like that MNQ trade. No, I think it's still good. I think it's just a healthy pullback. Bernardo Strawley, have a good night, brother. Thank you for tuning in. All right, let's take a look at the chat account at MNQ long, and let me start closing everything else on chat account. This will be the last trade. I know ES didn't take any trades, right? No. GC. Ooh, GC now bouncing. Finally out of that channel, Kushal. That's sad because Freddie's trade shook him out, and there is the trade he was looking for. He would have gotten TP right there. He was going for 6 points, 4,009. Right there, he would have hit TP, Freddie. Great idea, but got shaken out a little bit on that pullback. I would have gotten shaken out. But that was a nasty pullback for gold right here. But great idea. All right. Close the trades up here. Yeah. Nope. One more. Let me close that trade. So right now we are watching. What are we watching? We are watching MNQ, right? Here we go. All right. Let's see if MNQ can push out. Give us a TP all the way up 860. Eddie, yeah, man, your trade is my fault, brother. We took some heat on NQ, and I had to do close all, and it unfortunately closed your trade. But yes, you entered. I remember your trade. You entered right here at 4,007, and that trade playing out nicely. But again, that is my fault. I had to close all trades because of the heat that NQ was taking. Sunil, what's up, brother? Traveling. All right, gold coming to that pivot point at 40.18, testing pivot point right now for gold. Let's take a look at Goldilocks. Right at the 200 SMA and potentially a pullback right here at that pivot point 4018. Let's see how much of a pullback it gives. Goldilocks coming right to that 200 SMA. Will they continue to push up or continue range bound to the downside? Ooh, they're pumping. Freddie, 7 a.m. for you, brother? Oh, man. Go to bed, brother. I'll see you in the morning. 7 a.m. Freddie, where are you located? Oh, look at gold. Look at gold. Finally, the breakout. Central Europe. Got it. Finally, the breakout. We had 1, 2, 3 attempts to break out of that channel and finally out. What happens with the regression channel once it breaks out for real? So you'll start seeing the regression channel flatten. Now, price needs to stay above that channel and continue a new pattern, but this channel will start flattening and eventually turn to the upside. Let's take a look at the 5-minute. 5-minute, the reason it hasn't flattened out is we came to the top of the 5-minute. We're still in a descending pattern. In other words, sure, on the smaller time frames, we may have broken out of that channel. But on a higher time frame, all we did was come to the top of this channel and taking a pullback. So until higher time frames overall pattern changes or reverses, we still are in a descending pattern on gold. If you look at the 15-minute, I'm looking at the 15-minute right now. That's even clearer. Let's look at the 15-minute. Look at that. So yeah, we're getting a little bounce on the smaller time frames, but overall pattern on gold is still to the downside. The Unclaimed King, appreciate you, man. Have a great night. And we talked about that 5-minute top of that channel right there. Pullback. That's also the 200 SMA on the smaller time frames, taking a pullback there, and the pivot point 4018. So little area of confluence right here for that pullback. And Eddie targeting 4030 right here at this yellow level. You're targeting this area right here. And how's our MNQ long doing? MNQ undecided if it wants to continue. Christian Friedman in a long on gold targeting 4044. All right, watching NQ. NQ looking like it wants another pullback, huh? Kushal, yeah, brother, time to go to bed. Bow. It's been moving tonight. NQN gold have been moving pretty aggressively. I haven't checked the news. I haven't heard about news. Maybe somebody else in the chat can let us know if there was any news drops tonight. But it looks like it's just volatility. We are just in a volatile state right now. Anthony, have a good night. All right, guys, while we figure out what NQ and Gold's going to do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe. I do this every night, Monday through Thursday, 9:45 p.m. Eastern. I live stream from Arizona. And then in the mornings, New York session, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. Yep, Eddie P is right. It's all about NVIDIA this week. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it here. I'm locking in my green for the night. For those of you that trade New York, I'll be on tomorrow morning, 9:15 a.m. Eastern for the New York session. DBT, yes, I stream every night, Monday through Thursday, 9:45. So Monday through Thursday for Asia, 9:45 p.m. Eastern. I don't do Sundays. And for those of you that trade New York, I'll be on tomorrow. I trade New York Monday through Friday, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. That is it for me tonight, guys. I appreciate everyone who's tuned in. Do me a favor, smash that like, smash that subscribe if you haven't done so. Good night. For me, I've locking in some of the profit. The house account was unlucky on a couple of those trades that ended up being in the green. But that's trading. Sometimes you get unlucky. Stuart, have a good night. And I apologize for that NQ trade. I'm waiting for it to get some green and I'll close it. Unfortunately, Tradeify doesn't have the best ATM strategies closing your stop and your TP. So I'll have to close this trade instead of leaving it overnight. Beryllium Jesse, have a good night, buddy. Thanks for tuning in, brother. All right, NQ coming back, potentially stopping out the house account now. So let's see if the house account gets stopped out. Mustafa, it all depends if you're talking about straight to funded or regular accounts. Straight to funded on Tradeify. I think I got some time for that. Hold on, let me show you. I have a spreadsheet. Give me 1 second. All right, straight to funded. Let's go to a spreadsheet that I've created. Let me zoom here. So this is for the 150Ks. You're going to have to do your own math for whatever account you you trade on straight to funded. But this is a comparison that I made for straight to funded 150Ks, Tradeify, day traders, Lucid Direct, and Tick Tick Trader. I think the goals that you have to look at are your daily loss limit. Tradeify has a fixed daily loss limit. However, once you reach the profit goal, your daily loss limit becomes dynamic and your daily loss limit increases to the max drawdown. Day Traders has a daily loss limit of 3,700. You asked about Tradeify, so I'm just going to go over it. Drawdown type is end of day trailing for straight to funded on Tradeify. Max loss limit 6,000. The consistency rule with Tradeify changes based on your payouts. So 20% up to your first payout, 25% after your second payout, 30% after your third payout. So a dynamic consistency rule with Tradeify. Minimum trading days, they don't have any minimum days because they have a consistency rule. So the consistency rule kind of covers the minimum trading days anyways. For the 150Ks, you can trade 12 minis, 120 micros. No scaling rules. They do have a max per payout that increases after your fourth payout. Again, this is based on the 150K. So you'll have to look at their website for other sizes, but it gives you an idea. Profit split on Tradeify Lightning Funded or their straight to funded is 90-10 split. News trading, no rules. Closed by 4:59. Oh my God. This rule right here is PR77 on the stream. I'll explain this 4:59 p.m. Eastern in a second and how it got me last Friday. 30% discount. You can use code JCDT with any of these. Okay, so PR77 is here. So Tradeify has a rule of 4:59 p.m. They close your trade. So on Friday, I was not able to trade this past Friday. Mustafa, so you have to make 6K before you can get paid? Yes, correct. No, you got to make 9,000 on the 150K before you get paid, right? That's your first profit goal is 9,000. For your first payout, second payout, you got to make $4,500 after that. And you have a max loss limit of 6K. Anyways, going back to 4:59, on Friday, I was not able to trade because I was in Sedona. And you guys know that I was in the Tradeify Grand Cup. So I'm literally getting out of a mountain or hiked myself down from a mountain. And I look at my phone and I'm like, damn, PR77 texts me. He's like, hey, you need to make money. Otherwise, you're not going to make top 200. So I called PR77 immediately. I was like, dude, I need a trade. I'm on my phone. I need help. So I ended up taking a trade on gold for 5 minis, made about $2,500, and got myself back up the top 200. Then at 4 p.m. Eastern, everybody starts going crazy, and I drop again to 208. So I take a trade at I think it was like 4:55 p.m. Eastern, a short on gold with 5 minis. And it closes me in a loss at 4:59 exactly. At 4:59, 20 seconds later, the gold flushes down like 10 points. If this had been 5 p.m. Eastern, like Tick Tick Trader, I would have made top 200. I literally lost top 200 over 20 seconds. Pretty crazy. But anyways, that's my story with Tradeify, 4:59 p.m. It literally closed me at a loss at 4:59. 20 seconds later, if you look at Friday, what happened on Friday, right after 4:59, it flushed 10 points. I would have gotten my trade. But anyways, not complaining. It is what it is. Those are the rules. It was just funny how it played out. All right, so hopefully that helps you, Mustafa, on Tradeify. I have to make this spreadsheet shareable. Give me like till tomorrow. I don't know how to make these. Hold on. I'm I'm sure there's a way where I can make this shareable and non-editable. That way you can look at it but not edit anything. And I'll share this spreadsheet. And I have a couple of these already made for evals as well. I have a comparison for Take Profit Trader, Apex, Topstep, Trade Day. And I'll share them so that you guys can take a look at how I compare all these props. Let's take a look at something real quick. Yes, I do have a spreadsheet for evals. I think I just showed it. I think you wrote a little earlier, but I'll share that one as well. I just got to get it so that nobody can edit, just view access, and I'm sure there's a way to do that. So I'll have it for tomorrow, guys. I promise. I know I owe that spreadsheet. I've been talking about that spreadsheet for a while, and it's on me. I haven't made it public with view access only. All right, let me take a look at Tradeify real quick. Tradeify. Give me a sec. So yeah, that was my last minute trades on Friday, trying to get myself back into top 200. I think I ended up top, what was it, 208 or something like that. I missed top 200 by 8 slots, but I just couldn't trade. I wasn't able to trade until whatchamacallit, after power hour, when I finally got out of the mountain. When was Friday? Hold on. Friday the 14th. Right here. I just found it. 11:14. That's funny. So if we take a look at Friday, hold on, where is the oh, I can't even show it because it's, never mind. Hulu's, what prop firms accept crypto? That's a good question. I honestly don't know. That's a good question. All right, guys, I'm calling it a night here. I'm going to be closing the house account trade. Unfortunately, like I said, Tradeify doesn't have the best bracket orders or ATM strategies. So I've left trades open. They hit TP or they hit stop loss, but the stop loss or the TP stays open depending on what was hit first. So I don't want to risk that. So I will be closing this trade. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. I'll see you guys, for those of you that trade New York. But I'm closing this right now. Exit all positions. Done. And I'll see you guys in the morning, or I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good night. Appreciate you all. If you haven't done so, smash that like, smash that subscribe. And that is all I got for tonight. Martin Suarez, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for tuning in as usual. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Appreciate the support. Later.